But what if I were to tell you that the first people to inhabit many parts of Asia some tens of thousands of years ago were actually a bunch of black people, and these brothers and sisters still live in many parts of Asia until this day. Alright, that's right. I'm here in the Philippines, and I'm here with the Aita tribe. They're the first ones to migrate out of Africa and here in Asia. So when we say this Pan-African love, we really mean it. Now give me 5 on the black hand side. Ow! In a trip to the Philippines, I visited the Aitas, which is one of the many groups of Africans that migrated to many parts of Asia some 20,000 to 70,000 years ago. Now, Aitas are one of the Negrito tribes of the Philippines. They're called Negritos, which literally translates to little Negro or little black person.
Sorry if you don't mind if I told you Negro is a big one, then a taller one than a Negrito. We call that Negrito.
Yes. I began my journey in Manila and drove a few hours to their village in Subic. I hired a taxi driver to take me there and to also be my cameraman. I had no way of getting in contact with these groups of people beforehand, so I had no idea if they would embrace me or not. Now, they stayed in a village off the beaten path in Subic. It takes a bit of a hike just to get there. But when I arrived, they showed a brother so much love. They even let me stay in their village for one night. And staying at their village was like being at a family reunion with all the familiar characters. You got your aunties there, you got your grandma there, you got that one cousin that you click tight with, you got your little nephews in them there, you got that one relative that looks like a celebrity from the 80s. Michael Jordan, Lionel Richie. Sing for me, just to be close. And let's not forget that funny but crazy uncle that still thinks he's a player.
This very strong in the body, but the whole body is very strong. But this is very strong. But my wife, they eat this very strong.
Let's do off the chain. Now, in the Philippines alone, there are over 25 different Negrito tribes with a population of over 15,000 people. The village I'm staying at has over 300 families in Subic with over 1,000 people. The community has structure and governance to it, with the chief as the leader, and then 7 elders that have checks and balances to that chief. So if there are any disagreements or beefs within the community, these guys immediately squash it. Now, some of the Negritos are what you would call pure Negritos.
I am pure-blooded Ita.
While some are mixed with half Negrito, half Filipino.
It's like me. I am a half, and then I have a husband who's a Filipino.
The diets consist of foods like wild boar, deer, yams, mushrooms, bananas, rice, dried fish, and of course, honey. Now, while I was staying there, they were able to show me some of their traditional dances and tell me about some of their other traditions of their ancestors, like burying the dead within trees.
Before, they said they have to cut the bark of the tree, put the dead loved ones in the tree.
So they would use the trunk of the tree.
You carved it.
Yeah.
Just like a boat.
Yeah, just like a boat.
Form it just like a boat.
Oh, wait. Yeah, so like they would put the person inside like this.
Yeah.
The one interesting part of this trip is that I asked them about their past, and they did not really record much of their history, which means most of their history is forgotten past the mid-1900s when they were training the United States military on jungle survival during the Vietnam War.
Again.
Man, this is hard work. Why is it not? There's fire.
Different languages we have.
He's my cousin too.
You're handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice.
Yeah. I'm not liar.
He's a movie star.
Yes.
You're a movie star.
Yeah.